You're telling them that you don't have a drug problem, but that you do admit that you were selling drugs. She could either put you in prison for 10 years or she could give you probation for 10 years.
Yes, ma'am.
You're asking this judge to put you on probation. Can you tell the judge why you are asking her to give you probation?
Yes, ma'am. My mom, she's very sick and there's no one there to help her. And she needs me there with her.
I will tell you, it is very rare for the court to see people admit to selling drugs and saying, no, I don't have a drug problem. I just sell drugs. If you love your mom, like you say you love your mom, then you need to stop doing this because you're breaking her heart.
All right, guys. Today we're diving into a crazy court hearing featuring Judge Boyd and a defendant with a rap sheet longer than a CVS receipt. Seriously, this guy has been in and out of the system for years. This time, he's in serious trouble for selling drugs, and trust me, things get intense. Judge Boyd does not hold back, and the defendant ends up confessing to everything. The judge practically buries him, and the sentencing at the end? Absolutely brutal. You won't want to miss how this all plays out. What do you think about this case? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoy content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe.
All right. In each cause number, according to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. The state is opposed to your application of community supervision. The cause numbers are to run concurrently, and they're taking 2 cases into consideration. State, do you have any witnesses?
No, you are.
Defense, any witnesses?
I would just call my client, Your Honor.
All right. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record, please. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. We're here today for the judge to assess sentencing in your cases. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand all the cases that are being taken care of today and also the ones that are going to be dismissed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You asked the court to do what's called a TAP evaluation where you talk to the drug counselors prior for her to do the sentencing. Do you remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do you remember what it is that you talked to them about just recently?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In your meeting with the drug counselors, my understanding, you're telling them that you don't have a drug problem, but that you do admit that you were selling drugs. And you understand that this judge has a wide range for what she can do. The offer is 10 years. She could either put you in prison for 10 years or she could give you probation for 10 years.
Yes, ma'am.
You're asking this judge to put you on probation. Can you tell the judge why you are asking her to give you probation?
Yes, ma'am. My mom, she's very sick and there's no one there to help her. And she needs me there with her. And I know I can do better. I know I messed up.
Well, let me ask you this. How long has your mom been very sick?
It's been about 6 months.
All right. So why would you put yourself in this situation to be going to prison knowing that your mom may or may not need you?
It was I just had to make some money.
Why not get a job?
It was just didn't have enough time.
Oh, sure. There are plenty of places to work.
No, I mean, at the time, I needed quick money. And
Why did you need quick money?
Because my pockets was flat and we couldn't eat.
Oh, they have places where you can get food for free.
Yes, ma'am.
And who is this we could not eat?
Well, speaking of me, my mom had food in the house, but me and myself, me.
All right.
Yes. And so at this point, you understand that the judge has total control of what she can decide to do.
Yes, ma'am.
Other than your mother being sick, what other concerns do you have and why you're asking this court to grant you probation?
But I know I feel it above my head, but I know I can do better.
Do you think that you could comply with the terms and conditions of probation?
I know I can.
You'd have to report once a month. You'd have to stay out of trouble.
Yes, ma'am.
You can't hang around with people who sell or use drugs.
Yes, ma'am.
And you can't sell or use drugs yourself.
Right.
But you feel that you could comply at this time in your life.
Yes, ma'am. I know I can.
Pass witness, Your Honor.
State, any questions? All right. So what is his criminal history? Yes, please. Defense, any objections to the courtroom?
Just to give you guys some background on this case, this guy is no stranger to trouble. His rap sheet is long, and now he's facing yet another charge for selling drugs. I don't even need to see the full list of charges to know it's bad, but what really gets me is his excuse. He claims he was selling drugs to pay for his sick mom. Seriously? You couldn't get a regular job or find another way to make money? That just doesn't add up for me. What do you guys think? Does that sound legit, or is he just looking for sympathy? I mean, maybe if there were some huge medical bills, but in this case with his record, it just doesn't seem likely. The way he says it so casually, like selling drugs is just something you do when times get tough, is wild to me.
Maybe I'm out of touch, but I know Judge Boyd isn't. You can tell she's not buying a word of his story. She knows exactly what's going on, and she's not about to go easy on him. When you've got a history like his, the law doesn't mess around.
It's one thing to make a mistake, but when it's a pattern, judges usually come down hard. So, would you guys give him another chance, or is it time for him to face the consequences? All right, guys, now we're getting to the moment of truth. Judge Boyd is about to hand down the sentence, and let me tell you, it's going to be intense. Will she give him the full 10 years, or will she surprise us with probation? Either way, it's about to go down. Drop your predictions in the comments and let's dive back in.
We understand that he has a very long checkered history. We are asking you to think outside the box. He is asking for probation. He does have family he needs to take care of, and we are just asking to show some mercy and to grant him probation.
All right, Mr. I will tell you, it is very rare for the court to see people admit to selling drugs and saying, no, I don't have a drug problem. I just sell drugs. At the same token, people will come before me, and you've come before me, and you said there are other people that you need to take care of. People need to think about that before they do wrong. You understand?
I understand.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. And the court will sentence you to 9 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. And the cause number ending in 303. Court will find you guilty. The court will sentence you to a $1,500 fine. Time and money will run concurrent. Sentence you to 9 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2024. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorneys? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
All right, because these are plea bargain agreements, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, I've actually given you something less than you bargained for. And because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because these are felony convictions, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You are at a point now that if you pick up any new felony charges, depending on what type of felony it is, you're looking at a minimum of 25 years. And I will tell you, people say, oh, the jail is overcrowded. Oh, the prison is overcrowded. Guess what? People will always build new prison. They'll always find space for you. And if a cell is only supposed to have 10 people in it, if they need to put 20 people in that cell, they're going to put 20 people in that cell, whether it's a violation of federal law or not. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you love your mom, like you say you love your mom, then you need to stop doing this because you're breaking her heart. You understand?
Understand.
All right. Good luck to you. Okay.
No, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Honor. Maybe please.
He has some dismissal, so he'll help you. And thank you for always being respectful.
Do you guys think 9 years was justified for this guy, given his long history of crimes and the drug charge? Honestly, I do. He knew exactly what he was doing out there, and it's not like this was his first time going through the system. If prison didn't change him the first time, then yeah, he's got to face the consequences now. It's harsh, but when you keep making the same mistakes, this is what happens. The craziest part? After these 9 years, if he gets hit with another felony, he's looking at a mandatory minimum of 25 years. That's basically a one-way ticket to being stuck in the system for life. I will say, though, he was pretty respectful in court, which isn't something you always see in cases like this. It makes me wonder if he actually wants to turn things around or if he's just really good at keeping his cool. Either way, I hope he learns his lesson this time. And man, I can't help but feel bad for his mom. Just imagine watching your kid get caught up in this over and over again. It's got to be heartbreaking. At the end of the day, though, the law is the law. If you take those risks, you have to be ready for the consequences. Hopefully, he spends these 9 years reflecting and comes out ready to change. But who knows? Do you guys think he has any chance of turning his life around, or is he just going to end up back in court? Let me know your thoughts on this case in the comments. Was the sentence fair, too harsh, or not enough? And if you enjoyed this reaction, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps out and keeps the channel growing so we can keep exposing crime. Thanks so much for watching, and take care. I'll catch you in the next one.